Hello everyone and welcome to Unheard Voices channel. My name is Claire Angela Kimathi. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're an old subscriber, thank you for tuning in to my new video. And this time we're talking about love. Yes, love. Join me as I dive in deep into the topic of love and relationships. Not only romantic relationships, but other relationships. So let's go. Love, as described in the Urban Dictionary, is a great or intense feeling of affection for something or someone. The second meaning being a great or intense feeling for something you love. For example, I love football, I love French, I love English, I love maths, you get the idea. Then there are relationships. I'm sure as human beings, we tend to be socially connected with other human beings by forming relationships. These relationships can either be of a family, a friend, a romantic partner, or as we know it, acquaintanceships. Family. We as human beings are related to a family, and in these families, we tend to be very close to one another because we were born and raised in the same place. So we tend to be socially connected with our family, and love grows from that. I wanted to make a topic on love because I felt like as youths, we do a lot of things in the name of love. Some things may be very good, others might be very negative, and all we quote it as love, and we don't get to understand that as most. So I wanted to make this video so that we stop quoting love in everything that we're doing and actually get to understand what love is and what love means. Also, I wanted to make an apology before we continue because I have delayed in my videos. I wanted to be posting on a weekly basis, and unfortunately, the last video that I did is almost 3 weeks ago. I was settling in college. That's why I was unable to post a video on a weekly basis, because during that time I had to settle in college first, then I could continue with content creation. So far my YouTube channel has grown a little bit, but I celebrate small success and I'm grateful for you guys for supporting me throughout the way. And as we continue growing as a community, I wanted to tell you that I will from now on be posting on a weekly basis. I will also tell you in my other videos which specific days, so you can keep on the lookout for more of my videos as they come up. I'll remind you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn notifications to all so that you avoid missing any of my videos, and let's grow as a community, because I feel like I made this channel so that we can grow as a safe space for youths. Personally, as a high school student in the past, I was very insecure and I didn't have a place where I could open up or share my interests, share my issues, talk to someone, have someone relatable to talk with. I'm that person. I want to be that person for other youths in high school or even in college who feel like they're out of place or feel like they can't open up about certain things. I dive deep into these issues so that I can have my say on the same and tell you what I've learned and what I am willing to learn, because I'm still growing and still learning so much in the process. And I wanted to make this video so that we can grow as a community, knowing what love and relationships are and what to be on the lookout for. Okay, so back to the main agenda. Family. I believe as youths that we have a disconnect with our family. Most youths tend to say that their family wasn't the best, the parents weren't the best, the siblings weren't the best. All the cases that I have encountered say that, but I won't generalize all that because I know we are different. All our cases are each individually rare. So we can't say that this family was good, this family is good, and generalize all of them as good, or this family is bad and this family is bad and generalize all of that as bad. I believe as families, we all have unique features to ourselves, and we have good and bad families. So when it comes to love, we should show appreciation to our family, especially because our family is our support system. If you're coming from a family that isn't a support system and they're making you feel like you're the worst, or not making you feel like you're the best that you could have been, I always say this, and I did say this in my previous video, that forgiveness can help a lot, because I feel like we blame a lot, and by we I'm generalizing, I'm not saying everyone, but a higher percentage of youths blame their family for their issues. For example, I've had cases whereby you're like, my mom doesn't like me, my dad didn't like me, I hate my mom, I hate my dad, which is a strong word to use for someone you're related to, for someone who brought you into this world. And I believe that we do have parents that don't care or don't put in as much effort to get to know you, but that doesn't give you a reason for you to hate them or to hate your family in general. I always tell myself that forgiveness is key, because if you can't forgive others, how would you expect the Lord to forgive you? And I feel like we as human beings are allowed to be hurt, and when we're hurt we get angry, but there are 5 stages of grief. Go through all of them and try your best to forgive, because I feel like forgiveness releases you from a lot. Forgiveness releases you from pain, from anger, from sadness, all these negative traits that we harbor in ourselves because we are not willing to forgive others. Forgive your family for wronging you, forgive your siblings, forgive your parents, so that you can move on and grow to be a better person, not a bitter person. So in family and love, I believe we're all unique in our problems and our happiness. Some of us, our families are our happiness. Others, our families are our sadness. But all in all, they're still family, and we should move on through forgiveness and forgetting. Although it's basically very hard to forgive and forget. That quote in the Bible really gets me, because I feel like we can forgive, but forgetting is hard. But all in all, religion goes down back to, if you're Hindu, if you're Muslim, if you're Christian. For us Christians, we do have that verse in our Bible where it says, forgive and forget. And I believe forgiveness can really work when it comes to family issues and actually growing as a person. If you feel like your family doesn't hear you, talk things out. Call a family meeting. Tell these people they aren't doing you the best. Tell I have this and this because of you and you. And hopefully a problem shared is half solved. Probably you'll get the help that you deserve, the help that you need, and grow as a family. Forgive each other, understand each other, get to know well each other, understand each other's perspectives. Don't have a generalized mindset that, oh, my family hates me, or my family doesn't want to hear me, and you haven't made the effort to actually talk to them about the same. Number 2, our relationships when it comes to friendships. I feel like as a high schooler, I want to say a former high schooler because now I'm in college. As a former high schooler, I did have a lot of insecurities growing up, and I felt like I couldn't make friends because I had a lot of insecurities. The friends that we had back in high school were quietly based on peers. Like, everyone has a similar characteristics. You get into a gang and you get into a group and then form a friendship out of that. And in this case, some are quite positive because I had peers in in my academics, which really helped me in passing my exams, and others were in church, which helped me in building a better religious part of me spiritually, and others were just support system, But in high school or even outside here, we have these friendships that are quite toxic sometimes, and we quote that they love us, but some don't mean well for us. I know it's the 21st century and we're Gen Z, and we have so many insecurities and feel like it's so hard finding someone who can relate to us. As Gen Zs, I feel like it's hard for us to open up and form genuine friendships because we are stuck on our phones and have these idealized things of what friendships are and what friendships should be, and actually not letting things grow normally and freely as they should. Like, I know right now we have a lot of fake friends out there and some real friends out there, and I don't want to be such an pessimistic person and say that there are no real friends out there. I do believe there are real friends out there who actually want the best for you, who will support you through what But we still need to be on the lookout for these friends who don't mean us well, who are quite negative on us, who are quite negative on our spirits, and want to diminish us even as shapeshifters. Allow me to say that. So be on the lookout. If the friendship is feeling toxic, and such cases, for example, might include your friends constantly make you feel empty, they make you feel drained, they make you feel unwanted, they make you feel unloved, they make you feel unwelcome, then that's not your friend. My friend, kindly get out of that friendship. Those people don't mean well for you. Those people don't want you to succeed in life. They don't want to see you living a happily ever after for yourself. So avoid such friendships that you feel so much negativity in you that you can't even be positive. You might be a very positive person, an actually optimistic person, but the moment you get into these friendships that are constantly negative, constantly draining, constantly bringing you down, and that's how you get pessimistic and eventually fall into a lot of mental health issues because of the same. So even if you love your friends and you feel like they're very negative on you, be worthy of yourself, know your worth, and walk out as fast as you can and build something better. Because I believe there are 8 billion people in this planet, and I'm sure a group of them would love to be your friends and they would make you the best person in this world. Show me your friends, and I show you who you are. Don't hang out with friends who make you feel so negative about yourself. Even if you love them, you love yourself more. And I need you, darling or dear, to walk out of that relationship. Third, I'd like to talk about acquaintanceships, but I don't feel acquaintanceship there's so much more to talk about, because I feel like acquaintanceships is just an acquaintance is somebody you know small details about. It's that person you can't really place them where they are in your life. You can't call them your friend, you can't call them your enemy. They're just like a colleague, somebody you're studying with, somebody who's your classmate, somebody who's your workmate, somebody you went to school with, somebody you know little details about. So they aren't really connected to you as much, but the fact that you know them already shows that you're socially attracted to them and you want to make a bond with them. This acquaintances can grow into friendships. So also making such connections, the little details matter, the little friendships matter, the little acquaintanceships matter, and need you to take that step slowly and understand this person, if they mean well for you, if they mean harm for you, if they mean happiness for you. This is the stage where you just get to know people for who they are and slowly understand them. Time will always tell you. Time will always tell you if this person loves you. Time will always tell you if this person doesn't mean well for you. You'll always see that through time. Last but not least, my favorite, romantic relationships. And this is a deep one. I feel like I should take the most time in this. Although I wanted to generalize in love and relationships, I feel like as youths, we want love. Personally, I'll speak for myself. I don't know about other people, but I'll speak personally on my note that I love love. I love the feeling of being wanted, being loved, being cared for, being cared for, it's just passionate. Love is passionate, love is happiness, love is joy. But I don't want to get that when I'm feeling negative about myself, I've heard of romantic relationships whereby you love this person but they're not reciprocating your energy, and you're constantly feeling drained, and you're constantly feeling helpless, and you're constantly feeling unloved. Those type of romantic relationships are the ones that you need to get out of. Be on the lookout for red and green flags. Red means go, green means you can stay. Red flags, for example, are these negative traits somebody keeps showing you, and not the negative, but you decide to ignore them. These red flags are not good. For example, in romantic relationships, consent. If you feel a person is pressurizing you to have sexual intercourse with them and you're not ready for that, that is a red flag. You should immediately tell this person how you feel. And if they keep on pressurizing you, then babes, walk out of that relationship. For example, a person doesn't call text or check up on you as oftenly, that person doesn't want to communicate with you. And communication being a barrier, then you won't get to grow healthily as a relationship. Don't be in a toxic relationship. For those who don't know what toxic relationships are, these are relationships that make you feel drained. Romantic relationships that make you feel drained and are so much filled with negativity. It might be your fault or it might be their fault. In most cases, as ladies, I feel like we accept a lot. A man is willing to do anything if he loves you. So it's as simple as this. The rules are very simple actually. He doesn't want to do it, he simply doesn't. He wants to do it, he simply does. She doesn't want to do it, she simply doesn't. She wants to do it, she simply does. I mean this when I say that. If a man doesn't want to text you, then he doesn't. If a lady doesn't want to text you, then she doesn't. People need to stop complicating things. Things are so easy. If a person wants to do everything, then they will do everything. If they want to buy you flowers, they will. If they want to write for you love letters, they will. If they want to do it all, they will. But if they don't want to make any effort, they don't want to show you what you mean to them, then leave them. Stop forcing people to communicate. Stop forcing people to buy you flowers. Stop forcing people to act right when you know what you deserve. I was actually going through a video. I'm not sure if I'll be able to link it, but I will try my best to link it so you can see it and actually view it, because it was really inspirational to me. A person who feels like they give so much love but they don't receive it back. And for a time, I decided to take my space out of relationships and actually get to understand what love means to me and what love is and what love isn't. There's no need to hurry into a relationship and get the worst out of it. Take time to breathe. Take time to get to understand yourself more. Take time to love yourself. Take time to understand yourself. Don't be so limiting to yourself. You have unique features. It's only you to love yourself for who you are. Now, back to the video. This video was saying, some of you are willing to settle for anything just because you want to be part of something. I mean, you want to be part of a relationship, but it's unhealthy, it's so toxic. You get into that relationship, you feel so drained, you're constantly crying, you're constantly angry, you're constantly shouting, you're constantly having so much negativity in your brain. That's not a healthy relationship that you should be in, darling. Just walk out. It's as simple as that. Leave that person who makes you feel like you're not worth everything and you know your worth. You're only going to stay in that relationship if you don't know your worth. If you know, I deserve happiness, I deserve flowers, I deserve love letters, I deserve music, I deserve everything, and that person isn't offering that to you, then leave them. This is all for today, but I wish I could have made it longer. Although love is a wide topic and I feel like love has so much to be talked about, I don't want to go so deep into details and so deep into my own personal experiences, because I feel like all of us have a unique experience in these different relationships, romantic relationships out there. But I honestly wish you the best. For us who are single, God will bless us with the people we pray for. I believe everything will work out for the greater good of us all. And let's keep ourselves safe and keep ourselves happy and keep ourselves fulfilled. If you're not in a relationship, and even if you are in a relationship, take care of yourself. That is all for today, but I hope to see you in the next video. Kindly, if you have heard any noises in the background, I wanted to erase that, but some things we can't avoid as human beings. It's just natural living in a noisy building. You'll have to understand me, guys. It was so nice having you around and so lovely to talk about this to you, because I feel like I wanted to talk about love mostly. Explains the red, that's why I was in red. I chose red for the video because love and everything in between is what we need as now. And my last take on this is that I'd really appreciate it if you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and Hard Voices channel. I'll see you in the next video. And if you're already subscribed and you're watching this video up to now, I thank you so much. I love you so much, and I would like you support throughout the way, because you are the type of people I'm looking out for. You're the type of people I want to talk to. You're the type of people I need around, and let's be friends in the end of the day. Like and share my videos with friends and family, and comment on the link, comment below what you want me to do next. I'd very much appreciate it, and I'd very much want to do a video on your choice next time. If by the next week you haven't have sent that comment, I will do another video on other issues I feel affect other youths, including me or excluding me. This is all for today, but it was nice having you, and thank you again for subscribing to my YouTube channel and actually giving me time to say on the same. And I hope you appreciate my content. Kindly leave a comment below if you like the video, like it. If you didn't like the video, thumbs down, but I really hope you liked the video. That is all for today. Thank you. Bye, loves.